Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's just me, TinieTashaa, or you can call me Tasha like everyone else does. How are you today? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. So today I have seen so many people do this, other YouTubers, other Instagrammers, and I decided I might as well do it too. So I've decided to do a Q&A, but I've put it to you guys to send me in your questions. And I've had a really nice amount of questions. I've had quite a few questions about me personally, and obviously I've had quite a few questions about hair and fashion and stuff like that. So I thought I'd split them out into like two sections. So I'd have the about me section first, and then all the other fun hair, makeup, fashion questions at the end. All these questions will be anonymous. So if you're watching this and you sent me a question, don't worry, your secret's safe with me. So I'm just gonna get right in it. I've got a really itchy nose. Okay, so question one. Why are you called TinieTashaa? Good question, very good question. And I bet quite a few people who have followed me for a while don't actually know the answer to that. So I would just like to put this out there that I got my Instagram account when I was like 13, 14. So, and I just never changed it. I didn't even think about changing it and it stuck. Basically, I was a massive, and I still am to be fair, a massive fan of TinieTashaa. If you don't know who TinieTashaa is, look him up. He's amazing, I absolutely love him. I've seen him live far too many times. And I was like, my name begins with a T, like Tasha. I'm gonna be TinieTashaa. But also to answer your question, I am quite small. I was 5'3" for like ever, and then all of a sudden in the last like year, I've grown 2 inches, so I'm now 5'5". Yes. So I'm small and I love TinieTashaa. Okay, question 2. Where do you live in the world? So I live in Hertfordshire in the United Kingdom. Hertfordshire is like 20 miles outside of London, sort of like suburbs vibes. Question 3, what are your hobbies? So my current hobbies as an adult are obviously getting drunk, makeup, eating, playing with my hair, eating, alcohol, that sort of thing. When I was a kid, this is also something else you might not know about me. I used to be a cheerleader for Saracens, so I danced at all the like Wembley events, Twickenham, that sort of thing, which was amazing. And then I also am a black belt in karate as well, which I did for about 7 or 8 years, which nobody ever would expect from me, so don't piss me off, honey, because I will punch you. Question 4. Would you say you're a confident person? Would you say you're a confident person? Also, you're beautiful. Thank you so much. Yes, I would say I'm a confident person in the sense of being out in person, standing in front of loads of people and talking, speaking my mind. Yes, I am a confident person, and I always have been. So I'm a bit of a drama queen, I love drama and stuff like that, so I am a very out there, in-your-face person. I get it from my mum. But I wouldn't say I'm extremely self-confident, as in myself. It's something I have been continuously working on, and it's not 100%, like I'm not confident in myself enough to feel comfortable in a bikini, that sort of thing. So body confidence, I'm still working on, but my self-confidence, I'm a very loud and proud person, so I would say I'm quite confident. Okay, question 5. Some of your fave ways to stay active. So I love to dance. I absolutely love dancing, and I haven't found a class yet that I can do to stay active that I enjoy. I'm still looking around, I will find one eventually, but I think my favourite way, if I actually could and if I found one, would be to dance, would be my way of staying active. Cheerleading for me was my way of staying active that I absolutely passionately loved. So yeah, I think that would probably be my way. But I also go to the gym. My boyfriend's personal trainer, which is so handy. So I do also go to his gym sometimes and work out. And I also love to swim as well. I'm such a water baby. So yeah, I'd say probably dancing, going to the gym and swimming are my favourite ways to stay active. Do you feel pressure to work out? How do you stay healthy and body confident? Thank you so much for thinking I'm very body confident. That makes me so happy. But let's start with the first question. Do you feel pressured to work out? Yes, I think every woman does, but I don't let it pressure me. I think that's the difference. I think women in general in society are pressured to stay fit and healthy in comparison to most men. Like, men can get away with a little beer belly or whatever, but women can't. No one should be able to tell you what you should and shouldn't do. But society does pressure women to work out, and I have been teaching myself to work out for my mental health and for my actual health, not doing it for other people. And that's the difference. You should work out if you want to, for your own health and your own personal benefit. You shouldn't want to work out because society is telling you to and because you need to look a certain way, because that's bollocks. I do feel like I feel pressure to work out, but I'd only do it if I want to and if I'm in the right mindset and if it makes me happy. I would not work out if I'm doing it for someone else other than myself, because what am I getting benefit out of? It's just making me upset for feeling that I'm not good enough when I motherfucking am. How do you stay healthy and body confident? I actually love food. I love food. I try and find foods that I enjoy, that aren't bad for you, that aren't like really, really healthy, like literally living like a rabbit and eating salad for the rest of your life, but finding a balance. And I'm so lucky to have a PT boyfriend that can help me with that. But to be honest, I feel like my diet is pretty good anyway, because I love fruit so much. I love certain vegetables. I could live on broccoli. So I feel like my diet is pretty healthy anyway. But I am a massive chocoholic and I'm obsessed with chocolate, so that is definitely my downfall in life, but I love it so much. It makes me so happy, so I have it. And how I stay body confident, I'm actually going to do, I think, a separate video on body confidence, because it's something I do get asked about a lot, and people say, I've started to have people say they're inspired by how I keep myself body confident, which I think is the most amazing thing to hear. So stay tuned, because I will do a whole video on that, and hopefully that'll answer your question, because I feel like I'll be here all day answering that now. And number 7, what empowers you? That is such a good question. What empowers me is other empowered women. So seeing women who have accepted themselves for who they are and love themselves the way they are, and don't feel pressured to do anything they don't want to do and live by their own motherfucking rules. And that makes me so happy, and it empowers me to be a more of a woman that does what she wants to do and does it for herself and not for anyone else. So I feel like other social media bloggers and inspirational women and celebrities that are out there that are body confident, that don't give a shit about what other people say about them, are the people who empower me. If you want to find people to follow on social media and you don't know where to start that are like that, 100% message me and I will give you the world's longest list of people you should be following. Okay, I'm just going to move on to the hair section and makeup section. So, who influences my style? I don't know who influences my style. I kind of just do what I want. I get a lot of inspiration off of social media, 100%. I take a lot of style from catwalks, and because I'm in fashion, so I do see like what is in fashion at the time, and I am around it a lot, so I probably take influence from my work and what I do, and also high street shopping like Zara and Mango and ASOS, and just whatever is the thing at the time. If I like it, I'll start wearing it. But yeah, I don't know, that's a really hard question, and I feel like I should have prepared for that one because I have no idea. I just sort of wear what I want. How do you make your eyeliner perfect? Cute. I mean, I cheat most of the time. I use a small brush and masking tape when I want it to be perfect. That is my secret hack. Get some masking tape. I mean, this is a tape measure, but masking tape, and literally like stick it on there and then draw over it, and then when you peel it off it'll be a straight perfect line. Give that a go. If you want me to do a video on that, leave that down into the comments. I'd quite happily do a video on that. What colours suit your skin tone best? So I'm assuming that question is sort of like in general. At the moment I've got a tan because obviously it's really warm in the UK at the moment. When I have a tan, I suit more warmer colours. So I have naturally got olive skin, so gold jewellery, as you can tell, suits me better than silver. But also because my eyes are green, I can often with makeup get away with cooler colours, and I feel like cooler tone hair colours suit me better as well. So like blues, lavenders, white suit me better on my hair rather than pinks and peaches and like warmer tones. I feel like it depends, because I'm olive skin, in the winter I could probably get away with more cooler colours because my skin is lighter, whereas in the summer when I've got a tan, I feel like I can get away with more warmer colours. So for me, I think it pretty depends on the season. What is your all-time fave haircut you ever had? I don't think I can narrow it down to one haircut. There was a phase where I went through, I think it was a couple of years ago now, where I had a pixie with a really short sides and it was quite long on the top, and I kept changing the colour literally every other week. And there was this one stage, I think it was blue or pink, and it was really cool. But I love each one of my hairstyles for different reasons. I love what a buzz cut brought me in the sense of my personality. I love how it made me not give a fuck. I love this haircut at the moment. This is my overgrown quarantine hairstyle. I would have never have grown my hair out this long to do this with it. So I'm really glad that I got to try this as well without even intending to. Yeah, I don't know. That is a really hard question. I have had so many, and if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that the different hairstyles I have been a joke. So, I'm not sure. I wasn't a fan of the bowl cut, that's not coming back. How often do you have to get a cut to maintain a pixie? A pixie, you could probably go 3 to 4 weeks. Buzz cut would be more like 2 to 3 weeks. It depends how short you have your sides. On your pixie, I like to have really, really tapered short sides, so I end up having to go back earlier. But if you have them longer on the sides, you could probably get away with 4 or 5 weeks. It depends how quickly your hair grows as well. Mine grows so fast without having to do anything to it, so yeah. How often do you bleach your hair? You are flawless. Thank you so much. I'm not flawless, it's makeup, honey. I bleach my hair at the moment every 3 weeks. If you have a buzz cut, it sort of works out 2 to 3. And if it's any longer than this, I'd advise you go to a salon because you're gonna end up missing spots. I missed spots this time. And I never miss spots usually, so. But yeah, usually at the moment, around about 3 weeks or just over 3 weeks. This is the last question, guys. How did you feel after your first short haircut? I can't actually put into words how amazing the feeling is when you first get your hair cut short. Like, if you've been thinking about it for a really long time and you've been waiting for ages to grow the balls to do it, it is probably one of the best feelings in the entire world. It is very scary, especially if you've always had like long hair and you cut it off. It is very scary because, you know, like when you usually go to grab your hair at the back and there's literally nothing there. And your first shower when you wash your hair is also the weirdest feeling. But I felt so free when I got my hair cut short the first time. I was 13. I got a Frankie, I'll pop the picture here. I did show this picture in another video, but I'll pop it here anyway. This was the first time I got my hair cut short. Frankie from the Saturdays was my inspiration at the time. I just felt so much more like myself because me having long hair, when I had long hair, I didn't really have anything special about me to look at. And when you're 13 and you're trying to find who you are as a person and you start to become a little adult when you're a teenager and you start to find yourself and realise who you are and stuff like that. And it comes at any stage of being a teenager. A lot of people find it in their later years. I found who I wanted to be at a younger age, and it was, I remember looking at myself in the mirror when I was getting ready for school and I was like, I don't feel like I'm very me, because I had this huge loud personality and I just looked so plain Jane and boring. I had the same length hair as pretty much everyone in my year group and I just couldn't find myself properly. And then I remember the Saturdays came into the charts and I saw Frankie Sanford and I was like, oh my God, she is gorgeous with that haircut. And I was like, that's it. I don't need to dye my hair, I need to cut it off. And I remember saying to my mum, when the hairdresser comes over next, I'm cutting my hair off. And she went, what? And she was so against it at the time. She was like, no, worst idea in the world, you are going to look awful. And I remember when that hairdresser handed me that clump of hair, and I was like, yeah, this was the right idea. And as soon as I got it cut short, Mum was like, that really suits you. And I've never gone back. 10 years later, and I've never gone back. So I think the first time you cut your hair off short will stick with everyone. Every short-haired person will have their own story on when they first cut their hair short, and most of the time they did have quite long hair before. It was an amazing feeling. Even if you've got long hair and you're considering cut it short, you aren't a Barbie doll. Your hair does grow back. It's not a big deal. Extensions are a thing. Wigs are a thing. You've got no excuse not to. You really don't. So if you're watching me today and you really want to try short hair, don't know why I haven't done it yet. Best thing I've ever done. Yeah, that's all my questions, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your questions. I actually really enjoyed that. I got to talk about stuff I didn't think I would get to, so I really enjoyed that. So as I said before, thinking of doing a body confidence video. If you think that is a good idea, leave your opinions down in the comments. If you love this video and want to see more chit-chatty, talking shit videos, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, why not? Please do it now. You won't regret it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.